Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. L Does Boxing. We're back again with another one. We got these new IBF rankings for the month of August that just dropped, so we're gonna cover those, go through each division. Y'all know how we get down. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, on Twitter, Instagram, and tap into the website, ldosboxing.com. For sure. Juice in the building. What's good with you? Salute. So we're gonna get to it, man. So the IBF rankings normally come out like the second week of the month, 14th or 15th. So you know what I'm saying. Definitely, we got some stuff to talk about for sure. And I like to cover these rankings. You can figure out a lot of stuff that can happen in the sport of boxing, but you don't have to wait on nobody to tell you anything. You can kind of figure it out on your own. So start with the heavyweight division. Daniel Dubois is the IBF champion. He got Anthony Joshua on September 21st. That's going to be an explosive fight right there. Dubois, he got his swag right now. Him and Don Charles been getting it in. He got 2 good wins back-to-back with Jarrell Miller and Herkovic. He stopped both of them. And then he got AJ. AJ been on a nice little run too. But you know what I'm saying? AJ really, he's been getting it in. I gotta give him props. I think him being with Ben Davison get him a different type of motivation and another spark. So that's gonna be an explosive fight. Y'all stay tuned for that. That's for the IBF title. They stripped, well, you can say they stripped him, Usyk, or whichever way you want to say it, but Usyk is not the IBF champion, so when he fight Fury, it's just for 3 belts. A lot of people might still think it's for undisputed. Ajit Kabiel, that's another good contender in the heavyweight division. He's number 4. Juan McCauley, he's like the biggest winner in this. He jumped up 9 spots. He was number 14 last month, number 5 now. He stopped Jared Anderson a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Basically ran through him. And he's a problem in that division. For real. 6'5", 6'6", 285 pounds. And he punching, got fast hands. Like, he going to be a problem. McCauley versus Kabiel versus Zane versus Parker. I think that 4 right there can probably do like a little mini tournament to see who get a world title shot next year. You know what I'm saying? You still got Sanchez in there. He coming off a loss to Kabiel, and he just had knee surgery. FA, I want to see FA back. FA had a tough fight with Guido his last fight, but FA is alright. They got Derek Chisora up in there, coming off a victory over Joe Joyce. So he got 2 world rankings. He's in the WBA and the IBF now. Although Wallen just had a nice victory, so maybe, he had an easy 45-second knockout, so maybe he'll be back soon. We're waiting on Fabio Wally versus Frazier Clark, the rematch. Those guys in negotiations. And I'm thinking that's going to be on the undercard of Brother BF and Bivol for the undisputed fight. Justice Hunin just fought not too long ago. He got a victory. Aslanbek Mahmudov, he got a good fight coming up on Saturday. He's going to fight Guido. So that's a good fight. That's going to be on the Billy Derenchenko card. So yeah, I like it. Heavyweight division is back right now. Cruiserweight, Jay Avataya is the champion. Now he kind of like in a tricky spot because he want to stay active and he trying to get unification. I know he was talking about fighting Chris Bell Smith for his WBO title unification. He said he's not ready to December. So there's talks about Obataya coming back October the 2nd on that undisputed card in Saudi. So if he do fight, he gonna fight somebody in this top 15. I'm thinking it's number 12, Robin Safar. The reason why I'm saying that is because Safar, he just fought on a Riyadh season card when he beat Sergey Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he'll take this fight with Obataya, and then maybe Obataya can get on the Usyk and Fury on the card in December. So yeah, he has a mandatory, but it's not due. He actually just fought his mandatory, Maris Briedis. All right. Everything else is pretty much looking the same in the cruiserweight. Something to mention though, Chev Clark, number 8, he's supposed to fight on Pacheco's undercard against Apoche, F.A. Apoche, the cruiserweight, the one who had that good fight with Brandon Glenn a couple years ago. So Clark and Apoche gonna be a banger if they can get that over the line. I don't know if they're having visa issues or whatnot. They haven't announced it, all the way. But yeah, that's the rumor fight right there. That's gonna be a good one. My man Anthony in the building. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, Robin so far. Yeah, I heard that, and it makes sense too. Actually, since he can't get unification. What's good with you, Ant? Salute to you. 175. So Baturiev and Bivol, they gonna fight October the 12th. Hopefully they make it. You know what I'm saying? The fight been postponed before. D-Lo, what's good with you, bro? Salute. So boxing fans, we praying for that fight to make it because it got postponed off of June the 1st, and hopefully everything is good. We need that. Michael Efer is the mandatory. He's been mandatory for a long time. Since March of last year, he beat John Pascal, and he haven't fought since. So that's one of the things in boxing that I don't like, right? Because he was active all the way up until that point. Then he become mandatory, and he haven't fought since. And his stock, it has went down. Like nobody, if you don't come to this channel, you probably would never hear about Michael Efer. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. He need to get in the mix because every undisputed fight, the IBF coming to get their belt. You know what I'm saying? They always come and get it. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna come get it this time as well. Maybe that's why he haven't fought. So for the number 2 spot, we got an IBF eliminator coming up next week. I think it's the 28th down in Australia. Number 6, Connor Wallace versus Jerome Papillon. They're going to fight for the number 2 spot. So that's interesting. When you see stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That can tell you that they can get in position to fight for a vacant title. Because as you guys look at these rankings, you're going to see number 1 and number 2 say not rated a lot. That's because the guys haven't won eliminators. So IBF is the only one that do that. They're not going to rank 1 and number 2. So when they actually are 1 and 2, that means they fought for the eliminator. So we'll see. So maybe they already got it in the works that the winner between Baturiev and Bivol probably already got the mandatory to fight Efer next. And that's not a big profile fight, right? Because if that's the case, it would have been fought him, got him out the way. So we'll see. Especially with Benavidez being a bigger fight for the winner, then, you know what I'm saying, why fight Michael Efer? You know what I'm saying? I get it. So we'll see. We got Anthony Yard, man. I want to see him back. He got promotional issues. We got to get him back. Ismailov, he's with Salida. Albert Ramirez, he's with Eye of the Tiger. He coming off an injury. Get him back. See what's up. Malik Zanad, he actually fought for the number 2 spot. And he beat Jerome Papillon. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to fight Dimitri Bivol and lost. So, yeah, he may be back on one of these Riyadh season cards as well. You got Voces up in there. Callum Smith. So we know these names. Craig Richards, Dan Aziz. So around out the top 15. Super middleweight. So we got a vacant title. So we heard that news. Canelo vacated, strip, however you want to say it. He wasn't going to fight his mandatory William Skull. So he's fighting Berlanga for the other 3 belts. So the IBF already ordered Skull versus Shiskin. So those guys are in negotiations. The couple of more weeks, and then the deadline. So they're probably going to a purse bid. So we'll see. I know Skull's team trying to take it to Germany. That's where they based out of. Shiskin is with Salida. So we'll see. Christian Billy is number 3. He got a big fight coming up this weekend. He got Sergey Derenchenko, the tough veteran that's been around for a minute. And really, he's like a couple of rounds short to being like the man because he lost 5 fights. The 3 fights that he lost to Munguia, Triple G, and Danny Jacobs, it was basically because of the knockdown, really. It was real close fights. Probably could win either way. I thought he actually beat Munguia and Triple G, but Sergey been coming up short, so maybe he break through against Billy. That's going to be a good-ass fight, too, especially in that small-ass ring they have up there in Canada. That's going to be a good fight. We have Pacheco. Pacheco will be back on the 31st. He got Magic Selecki, so a veteran fight for him. Munguia, he's facing Bayanza, so 6 versus 7. That's September the 20th. That's a pretty solid fight. Bayanza undefeated. Munguia coming off his first loss to Canelo. And then we have Iglesias. Iglesias is fighting this weekend too on the Billy card. He got Sena Beko. So yeah, it's good to see. Iglesias is nice, yo. I think he's like Morrell 2.0 type shit. They fight very similar. You know what I'm saying? He had one of the highlight knockout of the years too. His last fight. So yeah, and Callum Simpson. He just fought on Boxer a couple weeks ago. He got a good victory over Zach Chelly, so he entered the new IBF rankings. Just do what's good with you, bro. Salute. He said, and Billy, if he looks good, I fancy him against the winner between. Yeah, I think he'll win that fight. Maybe he get an opportunity at that. Maybe the Munguia fight too, since Munguia is working with Top Rank for his next fight. I can see that as well. Either or, though, he's definitely in a great position. And a lot of people thought when he went to Top Rank, he made the wrong move, which is actually wrong. He actually made a good move because Benavidez and Morrell, they moved up to 175. So what PBC really have, you know what I'm saying? Other than Caleb Plant, and Caleb Plant don't fight that often. And it really didn't make sense for M. Billy, who's an active fighter, to go to PBC and be inactive. And then the two big guys that he can fight moved up to 175. So, yeah, I like the move. So far, so good. Jonathan 97, what's good with you, bro? Salute. All right, middleweight. So we still have Janibek as a unified champion. You know, his fight with Mihalovic, it fell out because Janibek passed out trying to make the weight. So I think they're gonna run that back. They're gonna reschedule that fight, from what I heard. So we'll see if Janibek can actually make the fight. He said McGill will be back with Golden Boy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the play, right? Munguia is fighting the Eye of the Tiger guy and Bayanza. Bayanza and Billy are promotional stablemates. They have the same trainer, the same promoter. Only thing is, Bayanza is not with Top Rank. But Eye of the Tiger been working with Top Rank, so, you know what I'm saying, so well. So, I don't know. We'll have to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to see. Yes, sir. So Munguia. So back to middleweight. So Janibek, yo, I don't know if he can make the weight, because when you see guys passing out and shit, bro, it's not a good sign, man. When people pass out, it's not a good sign. No matter what weight they fighting at, it's not a good sign. So if he just had a little one-off right there, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. So I'm thinking they're gonna reschedule that sometime in the fall with him and Mihalovic. Hamza Shiraz, he got Tyler Denny coming up September 21st. I like Hamza Shiraz. I think he gonna beat Tyler Denny. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna beat him. But that's a good one. Chris Eubank, he just signed with Boxer. And he been calling out Canelo. He said he turned down the Canelo fight. He talking about getting Canelo in May. But yeah, I don't know. Chris Eubank be talking. Shane Mosley, now he's number 6 right here, but he's number 1 in the WBA. So he may get an opportunity. Then the rest of them still the same from last month. Kyron Davis, Ammo up in there. So yeah, we'll see what's up, man. 154. So Batum Matazaliev, that's the IBF champion. So we heard the news with him and Tim Tszyu. It got ordered. Those guys made a deal pretty quickly. So it got ordered like that Monday after the Crawford fight, and they already made a deal. They're gonna fight October the 19th in Orlando. I know that's a crazy spot, but you know what I'm saying? PBC already made a deal with that venue in Orlando for Caleb Plant, and it fell apart. And Caleb Plant is gonna fight on Canelo's card. So Tim Tszyu been staying active. Really, he opened up the Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? The first card, and then he about to fight on the first Amazon Prime non-pay-per-view. So the fight with Matazaliev is not gonna be on pay-per-view. So yeah, that's what's up though. That's gonna be a solid fight though. Matazaliev is underrated. A lot of people haven't seen him a lot, but the best way for me to describe him is Matazaliev is a protege of Kovalev. He fights similar to Kovalev, like a boxer puncher. he's not as dynamic, but he kind of got that style. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see what's up. That's a solid fight. 154 is a crazy division right now. Like, it's crazy. We got landmines everywhere. Erickson Lubin. So Erickson Lubin is looking to get the winner between Tim Tszyu and Mutazaliev. And probably good for him because he haven't had a world title shot since since he lost to Charlo. He been fighting interims, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But he also been turning down fights and opportunities. So the reason why he's inactive because he haven't been taking these opportunities. So yeah, we'll see. It makes sense for Lubin to fight on that card because he's from Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how they come up with that. Josh Kelly, number 5. He's moving up to middleweight. He's going to face Liam Smith on that AJ card. So you got Jesus Ramos, Xander, Wash. So a lot of these guys I covered. I did a live about 154. A lot of these guys I cover in there. Adriel Holmes, he fights with Ludabella and Salida. He'll be back on a Salida card up in Flint, Michigan. I think it's September the 12th. Look out for him. And Abbas Baru is a new entry. And Abbas Baru, number 14, is number 1 in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? All right, welterweight. So this is the one we got the news at today. I put that shit out. Make sure everybody was tracking about what was going on. But of course, we got Jerron Boots Ennis as the champion. He defended his title July the 13th against late replacement David Avanesian. That's because Cody Crawley pulled out. Cody Crawley was number 3, and he was a mandatory. As you guys can see, he's not in the rankings no more. He got replaced by Conor Benn, which, you know what I'm saying, that's big news because Jerron Ennis need a big name fight. He need a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's looking like he's not going to get a unification because that's side of the street type shit, right? Stanionis re-signed with PBC, and he'll probably fight Barrios. If, we don't want to see the Pacquiao fight. We'll probably see Barrios and Stanionis because they about to announce pretty soon Stanionis about to be the only champion. Terrence Crawford about to give up his WBA title. So this is going to be, Stanionis as the only champion in the WBA. So Boots needs a big name opponent. He's not going to get Brian Norman, who is going to take a defense in November. It's not going to be against Teofimo. Teofimo taking the rest of the year off. So Brian Norman going to fight somebody in the top 15 of that ranking system. So we'll have to see who he fight. So Boots need a big name. Conor Benn. That's his side of the street. That's a matchroom fighter. Should be easy to make. But the biggest question is Conor Benn eligible to fight? Because he had his 2 fights in America last year, and and then they had some type of ruling with UCAD or whatever, and they suspended him where he can't fight nowhere now. So it's politics for them to put him in off the blue because he wasn't ranked last month. To come in at number 3, and then you drop the mandatory challenger Cody Crawley. Cody Crawley had an injury, so why they drop him? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But nevertheless, we'll see. We'll see. Because Boots supposed to come back in November. I heard November the 11th back in Philly. You know what I'm saying? With those East Coast guys on the undercard like Ray Ford and Khalid Cole. So, hey, if they can do Boots and Ben in Philly, they can open that arena up and probably get about 18, 19 up in there. But we'll see. Now Boots also has a mandatory, Karen Shikazian. Now he already fought him. We've been there, we've done that. We ain't really trying to see that, right? But that might be the play too, though, because Conor Benn coming to Philly, although I don't know, they're gonna have to pay him to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Karen Shikazian, hey, they might have to pay him that much bread to come over there. But then again, nobody gonna really want to see it. So they took away Cody Crawley, who was the mandatory. Now Karen Shikazian won eliminated. Now he's the mandatory. So are they gonna order that shit right away? How they gonna do that? Because before they was ready to make the mandatory with Crawley, but everybody wants to see Conor Benn. when we see guys coming to new rankings like this, we automatically the wheels start to turn. You feel me? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm Bias Brand. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Now I ain't see it, but I mean, just off the top, I know Jaleel Hackett is at number 15 in the WBA, and I think Top Rank probably already got a fight for Brian Norman. The way they do business, they probably already got a fight for him. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fight I like for Brian Norman though, Jaleel Hackett. I think he'll stop him. Real talk. Especially that guy, I think he's struggling to make 47. You know what I'm saying? I seen a picture of him when he was recently. That dude like he bought a cruiserweight right now. And when you facing a puncher like Brian Norman, that shit can affect you. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But if I had to guess, I don't think that's next. I think Top Rank already got something lined up for him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So we got another new entry, number 12, Josh Wagner. He's from Canada. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Floss up in there. Alexis Rocha. So we'll see. Junior welterweight 140. So Leon Paro is the champion. He supposed to come back November for him, Australia. They trying to get the money together to bring a big name opponent. So we'll see who they can get. Not sure. Now they was trying the original plan was it was going to be the winner between Regis and Jack Catterall. They're supposed to fight next week, but the fight got postponed to October. So now he's looking for another opponent. I don't know. We'll see. Richardson Hitchens. So he's in talks to face Sergey Libanez in New York City. So looking like maybe October for him, for Hitchens. Now he's the mandatory, but I don't know. I think he's gonna get his opportunity next. You know what I'm saying? Catterall and Regis. Honor Barbosa versus Jose Ramirez. That should be the end of September. Who you think Haney gonna fight? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, if it's Leon, see, I have my doubts about Leon Paro because I just have my doubts about Leon Paro. About him, I don't think he's gonna fight at 40 his next fight. I mean, that's just my personal thing. He may fight at 40. I just feel like he's not gonna fight at 40. He gotta do the 10-pound rehydration clause for the IBF. He gotta go back down to Australia. I'm like, you just did that. I thought he did that already. He going to Australia for 1 belt instead of 4. I don't know if that really makes sense. I don't know. I don't know who he can fight. If he going up to 47, see, I don't think it's Barrios either, because Barrios is locked in with the PBC. If they're gonna do Barrios and Stanionis, then they can. So they can bypass the Haney shit. Like real talk, Barrios is priority with the PBC, so ain't nothing getting dictated to him. You know what I'm saying? He'll give up the belt and just fight Barrios. Just fight Stanionis for the WBA if they trying to get Bully into anything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. If he's working with Turkey, he probably not gonna fight a high priority guy with the PBC. Nobody that's working with Turkey is fighting a high priority guy. You ain't getting Spence. You ain't getting Tank. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting Barrios. You ain't gonna get a high priority guy. So that's just how I look at it. I could be wrong. Shit, this is boxing. Shit happens all the time. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's Haney and Boots. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know yet. I really ain't really giving much thought, man. Originally, I was like, yo, it should be Conor Ben, to be honest, like originally. Because they don't really have to fight at no, you know what I'm saying, at no weight limit. They probably come in like 150 to give his body a rest. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Brian Norman, but maybe. We'll see. He called out Haney. Yeah, let's get it. I think that's actually a good fight for him. Shakran Gasav. Yeah, he hold on to his position. Number 6, Gustavo Lemon. So he got his visa. From what I'm told, he's supposed to be on one of these top ranked cards coming up. We'll see which one he hop on. He's supposed to fight on Janabek's card. Elvis will be back on the 27th of September. He got Kendo Castaneda. And he fighting like at a catch weight like 143. Dalton Smith is coming back on the 28th of September. He got John Fernandez. We just seen Rivera. He had a good performance on Carissa's undercard. Lindolfo, he struggled with his fight. He fought last week. He struggled, but he got the victory. Jermaine Ortiz, that's another one. Like he a free agent. Maybe he get involved with one of these fighters that need an opponent. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up. I'm waiting. Whatever it is, I'm ready for it. 135, Lomachenko. He's a champion. We know he pulled out negotiations with Tank. They had that shit already lined up and ready to go. And he said he'll come back next year. So we'll see. I'm going to hold on to that word because he did the same thing with Kambosos. And he came back and fought Devin Haney and Kambosos. So, you know, they throwing that Doug word out. I kind of hold off on that because I seen what he did before. You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to come back and fight Tank, top of next year, the fight does get bigger. You know what I'm saying? And then we get to see Tank more. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to come back in November. And then we can get the Lomachenko fight top of 2025. Hey, we ain't really losing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Will Zepeda. So he in negotiations with Shakur. The WBC ordered that. Those guys has a deadline next week on the 20th. So that's when they'll probably announce the fight. Was Zepeda. He's number 1 across the board. So the other shit's still looking the same. Keyshawn, Mortala, Chamberlain. Chamberlain is fighting on AJ undercard. Keyshawn supposed to have a hometown fight in November. I think it's November the 9th. November the 9th is what I heard. No, not the 9th. Yeah, the 9th. Back in Norfolk against that guy Lucas Body. So this is another situation where you can probably see Keyshawn fighting for the number 2 spot in the IBF Eliminator. Body is number 11. If Lomachenko talking about vacating the belt, so you never know. I believe he's gonna come back because he showed it before, but maybe he don't come back. If he don't come back, and we can get, and then especially if Zepeda going down the WBC route, then we can get Keyshawn fighting the final eliminator in the IBF. You know what I'm saying? A world title eliminator in his hometown. I can see some shit like that. Zor Adalev is fighting. Damn, who he fighting? He fighting. No, actually, I take that back. Zor Adalev is fighting for the number 2 spot. But I can still see Keyshawn fighting for eliminator in his next fight. But Zor Adalev is fighting number 12, Juan Carrasco. They fighting September the 6th in Russia for the number 2 spot. I forgot about that. Andy Cruz, he had a solid performance. He got clipped. He got tested. Moran pushed him a little bit, but then he came through and stopped him. Kambosos, Frank Martin. Frank Martin said he going up to 140. That's cool. I like to see Frank Martin get to 140 and have a welcome to 140 fight. Fight a former world champion. He's not going to get Libanets because Hitchens got him. So go fight Rancis. Rancis had a good performance against Jose Ramirez. Go fight him. Just get introduced to 140. Maybe even Postal. Dust off Victor Postal. Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? To give Frank Martin a solid run for his money. I don't know. Former world champion type shit. I think he's at that level. He'll have to drop down too far coming off a knockout loss. But he probably ain't going to get a world champion. So the Rayo fight probably out the question. You know what I'm saying? So he can just get an introductory fight to 140. That's what I'm thinking. Edwin De Los Santos been kind of MIA for a minute. I know he was dealing with a shoulder injury, right? So we'll have to see. Floyd Schofield, he had an injury too, but he should be back on one of these Golden Boy cards. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, number 2 spot. Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I appreciate you. 130. So Anthony Kakashi. So he got Josh Warrington. So as you can see, for the second month in a row since they announced that fight, Josh Warrington is not rated in the top 15 at 130. So they're going through that fight because Josh Warrington is a big crowd favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much you got left. Josh Warrington been getting hella opportunities, bro. Eduardo Nunes. So Eduardo Nunes is the IBF mandatory. Now he took step aside to allow Josh Warrington to fight Kakashi for the title. So he's supposed to get the opportunity right after that. And so he's supposed to face Miguel Mariaga. Y'all remember him from Top Rank all them years ago, fought Lomachenko and shit. So he's supposed to fight him on Pacheco's undercard. Yes, sir. Everything else looking about the same, though, with these guys. I like Mark Marcelo. I want to see him back. You heard anything about him, Ant? About him coming back? I know Charlie Suarez got Andres Cortez on that McGill undercard. That's a solid fight right there. Rikishi, I like him. He good. Henry LeBron. So you got some solid guys at 130, but it ain't really cracking like that. Aberbell, number 14. He'll be back October the 5th. Vasquez. You got some solid fighters at 130. But not like a big crazy division. I know we got the rematch with O'Shaquie Foster and Consigliere coming up. We got a big fight in this division with the rematch between Navarrete and Valdez. That's coming up. So yeah. Then Lamar Roach got a mandatory in the WBA. Alright, 126, we got a new champion, Angelo Leo. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that was a cherry pick gone wrong because they went and gave Leo an opportunity. I ain't mad at it. Salute to Lopez team. They didn't have to take that fight. They took it, and you know what I'm saying, they came up short. But Leo's a 2-division world champion. And man, he was beating up on the champion. He was taking it to him. Then he had a highlight reel knockout of the year candidate. So salute to Leo. Leo coming from Pro Box. Pro Box been getting some of their fighters world title shots. This is like the 4th guy. Angelo Leo, Hot Rod Kalaja fought for the title. Trevor McCummy bought the fight. Caleb Plant for the WBA title, interim title. And then just announced today, Ronnie Rios is about to fight Nick Ball for the WBA. Nick Rios pulled out of the fight. Well, actually, the fight with him and Fulton fell out because McCummy got a cut. So, Pro Box, they worked with Queensberry to make Ronnie Rios versus Nick Ball. So, got him a bigger opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all seeing Fulton on the internet going crazy, you know what I'm saying, upset with people falling out and they put them on prelims. That's why. Because these guys is like, fuck it, I'm not going to wait for PBC to give me a fight date where I can just go make my own date. So, salute to them. So, as far as Leo, now, he's about to have a mandatory pretty soon. Number 2 versus number 3. They fighting on the 24th next week. That's a rematch up in Japan. So, the Lamy got the victory against Kameda the first fight. So, we'll see what's up the second fight. So Lopez is number 7, former champion. Jonathan Lopez. He just signed with Top Rank recently, right? He's a stablemate of Canelo Alvarez. So, and he looked good his last fight. Number 5. So yeah, he right there. And Top Rank got a lot of featherweights, bro. A lot of featherweights. Robesi, Shushu, Kagai. They got all these fighters. Lopez. Even the guy who fought Ray Ford, he should be coming back pretty soon off of knee surgery. So, yeah, bro. They can do their own little tournament over there. 122. So, anyway, Undisputed, he's going to take a defense against TJ Doheny. A lot of people don't like this fight. I love the fight, though. I'm one of the few. I love the storyline, the backstory behind it. It's dope. So, anyway, announced he's going to stay in the division for a couple of more years. So the MJ fight going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else is in the rank, like Sam Goodman is the mandatory. He supposed to have been fighting anyway in September. He fought in July and broke his hand. You can't blame anyway for wanting to stay active. And we get to see anyway 3 times this year. Yo, I can argue that all day. I'll take that over because if he gonna stay in the division, his track record is fighting the best guys, right? Then how you don't think he gonna face MJ? How we saying he ducking MJ when his first fight in 22 was Stephen Fulton? Shit don't be making no sense. But at the end of the day, I think anyway, I think he gonna still clean this division out. He probably gonna wait for Junto Nakatani to get up to 22, and that's gonna be a banging ass fight if it happens. And then make his way to 26, where you got some dogs up there waiting for him. So yeah, we're gonna see. This way he gonna make his legacy right here. If he can clean out 22 and get to 26 and have success, yeah, he gonna go down as a all-time great for real. Especially if he's performing the way he been performing. So you got the notable names: Tapalas, MJ. I like Liam Davies. He should be back, coming off an injury. Martin. You got Doheny, Cardenas. Elijah Pierce will be back on the 30th on overtime. Look out for him. Casemiro, I said he gonna fight. Damn, who I said he gonna fight? Saul Sanchez. Saul Sanchez gonna stop him to the body. Dennis McCann. So yeah, bro. 122. Yo, if I'm these guys underneath, anyway, I'm getting in position because I feel like anyway, anytime he gonna shoot up to 126, so he can fight for a vacant belt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good shit. Yo, 118. So Nishida is the champion. Ryo Nishida. Look like he don't got no mandatories right now. He took the belt off of Manny Rodriguez. I wasn't really expecting that. I thought Rodriguez was gonna go over there and all boxing. So that was one of the upset of the year as well. I think we should be getting Nishida versus Junto Nakatani unification. IBF and WBC. That'd be cool. Charlie Edwards. Who he fighting? He fighting Thomas Suma. They about to fight on Watson, man. I seen that. Yo, Dylan Price been rated in the top 15 for a long time, but he haven't made a move. You don't see a lot of slick black fighters down this low. Dylan Price can fight, you know what I'm saying? He just been under the radar. Still undefeated, fighting on local shows. I want to see him get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? This kid number 13, he was supposed to fight Angeletti. I think Angeletti got a new opponent though. Angeletti is fighting on Pro Box next week on the Jerry Hurd and Jason Rosario. He got PBC on Pro Box. That shit dope as fuck, yo. So yeah, 118. 118 got 4 champions. Definitely need some unifications. All these guys from Japan, they got world titles. Yo, do a tournament, bro. I think the WBO champion, Takey, he's fighting on Anyways card in September. 115, we got unified champion Fernando Martinez. He went over to Japan and beat Ioka, took his WBA title. One of the best fights of the year. You know what I'm saying? That was a good ass fight too, honestly. Yeah, that was a good fight. A lot of people miss it because it was in Japan. But Martinez is in a great position too. So he's not gonna get Baron Rodriguez next, who is the WBC champion. He's gonna run it back with Estrada. That's gonna be the second week of December, for what I'm hearing. Probably likely in San Antonio. So Martinez, he got the other champion, the WBO champion, Tanaka. So maybe he can go after 3 belts and then fight the winner between Bam and Estrada, the rematch, and then undisputed sometime next year, which would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Chocolatito came back recently. Yeah, bro, I want to see him in the mix too. I don't know if we're going to campaign at 15. His last fight was at 12. You know what I'm saying? Martinez versus Brady. Yeah, I seen that because with Barlow been the mandatory for a while. I know my man Brendan pushing for that. I got it. I understand. I understand. I'll try to avoid that shit because I want to see him unify. But yeah, I understand that. So 112. So the belt is not vacant. Alaya, I be messing name up. Ayala, he took the title. His last fight. He fought my man over the weekend, Aponario. I thought Aponario was gonna get that one, but the body shots, bro. Them Filipinos don't like them body shots. I ain't saying nobody like body shots, but if you look at some of the knockout losses by the Filipino fighters, it's been due to body shots. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was a good performance, man, by my man Angel. Salute to him. He can unify this division, hopefully. That's what we always say when you get a new champion. 112 got like a turnover because you had like 3 vacant titles recently because Bam vacated 2, and then Julio Cesar Martinez vacated his WBC before he tested positive for a banned substance. So now you only got 1 vacant title because the WBO, it got fulfilled, the IBF. Now the only vacant title you have now is the WBC, which is about to get fulfilled in October with Kenshiro moving up. He's going to fight Christoph Rosales for the vacant title. So, yeah, we got some overturn at 112. Sonny Edwards, he's supposed to fight the Yafai kid. I like that. Galal Yafai, yeah. Maybe they can fight a final eliminator, or that's supposed to be a grudge match for those guys. So, yeah, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? So, see who'll be the next mandatory, or they can fight. This is a fight. This is a good fight. 108, Nasinga is the champion. He's supposed to fight Yabuki, the Japanese former champion. That's going to be a fun fight. I got to see that one. Whenever that shit happens, I got to see that one. Because the number 1 contender, he already beat him. So I ain't mad at Yakabuki. I'm not sure if that's the mandatory or just a good-ass fight. Maybe it is the mandatory. But that's a good fight. It's a lot of good fights from, 115, of course. That's like the glamour division once you get past 126. But 108, 105, you actually got some good fights that can happen with these guys, for sure. At 105. So, yeah, a new champion right here. One of the upsets of the year. Pedro Tilderan got his title back. He a 2-time IBF champion at 105. He stopped Jinjiro. He stopped Jinjiro. Yeah. Yes, sir. Stopped him. Late stoppage, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 105, too. That's another division. Like, I think all the small divisions should be undisputed because it's easy to make fights. It's not like a big-time money divisions down this low. You should be able to make fights if you got the visa and shit. And I think it's hot over there in Japan, so maybe they have to go to Japan to make their money. Philippines, Thailand. That's that type of division. It's a smaller weight division. You got some Puerto Ricans up in there too. But yeah, that's so. As you look, you got Dominican, and it's all Chinese, Thailand, Japanese, Filipino, Japanese. So it's a bunch of that's that type of division over there. So maybe if they can get some money together and do like a tournament to unify this division, it'd be dope. So yeah, that's what it is. Let me see. IBF is about to order that soon. Okay, yeah. Let's say we check lag. Yeah, I know Brandon trying to make that fight, man. But my man Martinez still with PBC. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Carmona can fight. He gave Martinez hell. He probably should have won that fight. October. Okay. Now, I wonder if they're going to put all those title fights on the same card with Kenshiro. So, Kenshiro, Yuri, and Kimona. You know what I'm saying? Put all those guys on the same card. He said, I won the lottery. Salute, bro. So, the biggest thing with the IBF, like I always mention, they don't always have the best mandatory. You know what I'm saying? And they know that for always following their rules. So IBF will come strip your ass quick. But we don't know it as fans, but the boxers and the teams of the boxers, they get, you know what I'm saying? They get the leather. They get the mandatory leather. So they know what it is. So when we see Canelo get stripped or Usyk get stripped or Crawford get stripped as undisputed champions, don't feel so bad for them because they know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Crawford shit is the only one that I probably don't like because they knew he had a rematch clause with Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? But this is another thing. The IBF don't recognize rematch clauses. They don't care about that shit. They let you know, bro, you're going to fight undisputed? All right, this is your mandatory. So once you guys finish, we're going to order the fight. And the teams know. So I know the fans be all shocked and appalled and dismayed, whatever you want to say, right? Because they don't know the real inside shit. But these fighters and managers, they know. They know, for sure. So the biggest news with the IBF rankings is Conor Ben. They don't normally do this though. Like have a guy come out the blue and rate him so highly. So that gotta tell you something. The WBA does it a lot. The WBC do it. WBO don't do it as much. But when you see the IBF do it, it's something coming, bro. So maybe they working out his suspension over there in the UK where he can fight Boots. I'm saying that shit was out the blue. Now Conor Ben is rated by the other 3 sanctioning bodies, so they could just be putting him back in place where he was before all this shit happened. But damn, the timing of it is crazy, right? We'll have to see. But everything else, you know, they really don't do nothing so crazy. And then another thing too, I want to mention for anybody that's new or just wondering, they never. Well, a lot of the divisions they'll have 1 and number 2 vacant. So that's because nobody won eliminator. So you can win an eliminator for the number 1 spot or number 2 spot. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, if it's taking so long, the champion can request to fight his mandatory, which should be the number 3 guy. So in this case, this what happened with Janibek and Mikhailovich, because nobody was fighting eliminators for Janibek. So they was like, yo, well, let me fight my mandatory. So they ordered Mikhailovich and he accepted. And you look at other divisions, they have 1 and number 2, like super middleweight. They got William Skull, who won the eliminator a couple years ago, and then Shiskin, he won one on PBC on the undercard of Frank Martin and Rivera. He beat Usakatagi. So those guys in position to fight for the vacant title. So that's how you know a title gonna be vacant, when you see people fighting for the number 2 spot. You know what I'm saying? Because like this one right here, they about to fight for the number 2 spot, number 6 versus number 8. So that's just some shit I just been learning over the years, and looking at these rankings, I can kind of depict shit before it happened, and I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much know the play when I see shit like that, because they don't nobody really fight for the number 2 spot unless they know the title gonna be vacant, or they know, you know what I'm saying? They know they're gonna get an opportunity, because a lot of guys be sitting at number 2 for a long time. So yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said no, he's with Camilla Squad. Okay. Yeah, I want to see that. That's going to be good. So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram. Tap into the website, ldubsboxing.com, man. Appreciate your time. Winston Lee in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I'm out.